get back to the beefcake and cheesecake show here. Honestly, I think these two definitely will go up on the Hall of Fame of being some of the most manly men that have ever crossed the entertainment sphere. It is Bret the Hitman Hart and the Anvil Neidhart and the Anvil, man. These two, the Hart Foundation, these two guys were freaking killing it, man. Especially back in the day. As a matter of fact, we might have the opportunity, Danny, to meet Bret Hart in person one day.
VonCon.
You never know. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But
VonCon.
Yeah, man. We got these two. Danny, this epitomizes the idea that you need to be a real man to wear pink. Like, seriously.
They pulled it off, man. And they were badass.
They were badasses, both of them, man. Both of them. Look at those laces, man. Like, that's not easy to do.
Even Owen, right? Owen at one point.
Yeah, Owen was in there. Yeah. They were all the whole Hart Foundation. They were all doing it, man. Yeah. Like, these two were definitely some of the most. These guys were some of my most favorite figures of all time. Like they especially Bret. Bret to me was always like a class act. Even though he was a heel for a little while, right? I still really cheered for Bret Hart. Who was your favorite out of these two, Dan? Like what was?
For sure, Bret. But Anvil was pretty sick too. He was kind of a badass too, right?
Yeah.
I remember him being really grumpy all the time and just
grumpy all the time.
And he was always like, yeah. He was always yelling and shit.
Oh man, these two are some of my absolute favorites, and there are a whole bunch of Ultimate Collections editions that you can collect. We saw two of them already. We saw Jake the Snake Roberts and Rick Rude, Ravishing Rick Rude. We're taking a look at the Anvil and as well as Bret Hart. But there was also George the Animal Steel, Rowdy Piper, Hulk, the Hulkster, and
who is?
Remind me who that is. Is that Juan? No, who's that? That guys in the chat. If you guys remember who that is,
the guy with the poncho.
It's hard to take a look at. I love the retro cards, Danny. What do you think about these retro cards? They look freaking sick.
Oh yeah, they stand out.
I swear to God, these were pretty much exactly the same way they looked for LJN. They looked very, very similar to that, right? I'm loving these beautiful retro cards, and that's exactly what you get when you pre-order the set. They both come with the World Tag Team Champion belts, right? Very iconic, and I love the head swaps as well, right? The one with the shades, the one with the open screaming mouth. Yeah, man. These guys are the bomb. Seriously. Which belt was that? The World Wrestling Heavyweight. So I think that was before WWE or in WWF. I think that was the belt that they had before the WWF.
Was it some paint?
Yeah, it was very plain. It was very, very plain. But when they went to the WWE,
okay, now there's some change.
Yeah, man. So if you guys are interested in this collection, $110 USD, and it's in stock right now, Danny.
Correct.
So this is an awesome beefcake set. These guys are just freaking incredible. Let's see here. Greg. Oh, you already mentioned that. Here we are. Yeah, she's already said it. Will L1 Terry Funk. Was that Terry Funk? Is that who that was? Let me see. Let me check. Terry Funk. WWE. No, I don't think it was Terry Funk. Oh no, it was Terry Funk. Yeah, it was Terry Funk. Yeah, absolutely. At least I'm thinking it was Terry. What do you think, Danny? Was it Terry?
It was. I don't know. Look on the image of that figure thing.
Let's take a look again. Hold on. Let me bring it back up. That might have been Terry Funk. I think it was Terry Funk. Let's take a look at it.
Dude has horseshoes on his pants. Yeah, it probably is him. I think it look. Dude.
I think it's Terry Funk. It is him. Yeah, let's have a look here. So if we head over to so that's Terry Funk, right? And if you take a look at the
1944, he's really that old?
Where'd it go? Is he really that old? That's a good question.
Jeez, we passed too. Seemed in that picture.
I'm giving away all the good stuff. There you go. Yeah, that's Terry Funk. You're absolutely right. You can tell by the stick. The stick is what did that.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that is the same stick.
Good call, man.
Good call, brother. That was a really good one in memory of Terry Funk. Yeah, awesome stuff. Yeah, great call. That was a really good call. That's definitely Terry Funk, 100%. All right, and then we're gonna take it back to the ladies. This one. Actually, somebody mentioned this the other day. Earlier. Yeah, HellWitch. Another great executive replicas figure. This one, unfortunately, is sold out at TitanToys.com. $359 USD, Danny. She sold out quick.
Actually, I remember shipping this one.
Yeah, this one was made by Coffin Collections, and man, you remember shipping this one? How big was she? Was she like a 1/12 or was she a 1/6?
I think it was a 1/6.
She was a 1/6.
I think.
Man.
No, this is a full figure.
No, she's a figure.
Yeah. They won 6.
She's got that soft good, the rubber skin again, right?
Yeah, most likely.
She's got to. I don't think you can get curves like that without that rubber skin. I mean, like that.
Yeah, it's a 1/6.
Shoot. And if I'm not mistaken, I think you can remove the armor. I think that was one of the big features for many of these characters. The fact that you can remove the armor and display them without any armor. I remember it was what's his name? Articulated Ninja. He actually showcased the fact that you could do that.
Really?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that, Danny? Like, because that's actually a feature for many. Oh, hey, Danny, look, it's got real hair.
It's a great feature.
Danny was. Tell the story, Danny. Come on, we were on a live stream the other day.
No, it was yesterday, right?
Yeah,
last night.
Last night we were on a live stream last night. And
we're toying around.
Danny was actually playing with another in-stock figure here at Titan Toys.
No, it wasn't. It was.
Oh, no, it was your personal collection.
It was one of those third-party type figures.
Oh, okay.
The not Gandalf.
The cat. What was the cat?
It was called Hellcat.
It was called Hellcat. But not this Hellcat.
No.
Not this Hellcat.
No, not this. It's actually.
It was another Hellcat.
Funny, but yeah, and one of the accessories, one of the heads, actually come with a full set of hair, like a full head full of hair, and I was messing around with it, and I kid you not, after playing with it, I'm like, this is what it feels like to play with dolls. Because I started to pose the hair and stuff. I was thinking of ways you could put the hair, and I was like, oh, I could put in like a man bun or whatever. I'm like, what am I doing? I just had like an epiphany.
Danny started to question his masculinity.
I'm like, what am I doing? And at that moment in time.
But I don't think you have to question your masculinity with this particular figure.
Oh no,
the HellWitch. Oh my god, just crazy. Wow.
This is for a very specific type of collector, for sure.
No, but you know what? It's one of these things, and I talk about this a lot.
Detail.
I think as adult collectors, we have to start understanding we are adults. Like, this is not something this is a hobby where there's space for everything, right? And you can collect whatever you like. If you like it, you buy it. If you don't like it, you don't.
Yeah, if you're a
right?
fan of this character, right? Yeah. Well, then you would buy it. That's it. Doesn't matter,
There's a whole comic book line. That's the whole point of this. So like HellWitch is part of a comic book series. Lady Death. All these crazy characters, right? As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find her. Where is she? Was it going the right way?
You got like 1,001 windows open.
Yeah, Chaotica. Chaotica is also part of that, and this is what a lot of people are saying. This should be the version of the White Queen, because Marvel is other than, I think they did it with the Hellfire Club. It wasn't as revealing as this version of the Chaotica. She said she had more. Not that there was more there, but I mean she's a little bit more reserved. Whereas you see this Chaotica, right? Another great Coffin collection, executive replicas.
What's your favorite part about this figure?
Oh, dude, she's got a great cape.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, but it's not soft goods though. I think that's the one. But it sits well. Unlike the hood, this cape sits really well on this figure, right? Because it's not too far down on the ground, right? She's got these wonderful casting hands, right? And again, another figure which is devilishly hard to stand, unfortunately, because of those boots. Really very difficult for this figure. But if you're looking for a stand-in for Emma Frost, I think a lot of people will end up picking this figure up, because I think that this is like a very classic version of Emma Frost right here.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right. She's got those sickle type weapons. I think they're constructs of hers. And yeah, that's an amazing cape and cowl. I love it. That you could, and this could go on any other figure, because it's not actually buttoned up. It actually just sits on her shoulders, Dan.
Okay.
Right.
Exciting.
So, yeah, it's an interesting figure all around. But it really, and this is why I keep asking the question. Why are toy manufacturers so hesitant to make accurate action figures of females? Like one female figure we're probably not going to get anytime soon, for whatever reason, is Slave Leia. You know what I mean? Hut Slayer Leia. From Star Wars.
Really?
When's the last figure we ever got was the one I have at home, and that was on the very first run of Black Series, and it's never ever come back up, right? And even when the Rancor came out, right? When the Rancor came out, like everyone was expecting, oh, we're finally going to get Hut Slayer Leia, Slave Leia, right? Never happened. No. Never happened. Well, they didn't even want to talk about Ula, right? The slave dancer.
Oh,
they didn't even want to talk about her, right? So there's a, like, again, these are adult. These are adult collectibles, Danny. These are adult collectibles, so that's what they should be. And of course, Chaotica is sold out. $110 for that figure, Danny. $110 for that figure. Congratulations to everybody who picked her up. Very, 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 very cool. And yeah, man, it's pretty crazy. So, Danny, shall we talk a little bit about some wrestling figures, some lucha? What do you think? We already talked about the Anvil, the Heart Foundation.
Yeah, let's do it. Sure.
I think this one's. I'm really excited about this line from Boss Fight Studios, Danny. These guys are pretty sick. And of course, another huge beefcake. Legends of Lucha Libre, Wave 4, Dralistico.
Mm-hmm.
Premium action figure. This guy looks amazing. Holy crap! What are your thoughts about? Like, if I didn't know better, I'd say that the fingers are articulating.
Yeah, you're right.
He's got a pretty cool looking freaking mask, man. That is a crazy lucha mask.
I like the eyeballs. Like,
Yeah,
they're sees people in there. Yeah. That's cool.
These are all handcrafted, right?
Really?
They're made by hand. All of these lucha masks, right? And they're made specifically for the wrestler because
all right,
it needs to be the most comfortable when he's wrestling.
Of course.
I like his getup. I love the long sleeves, right? And the gauntlets. They look really, really cool. And he's got some a little bit of beefcake there. He's got a little bit of nipple. It's cold in there, Danny. It is cold in there.
At least you know he's cold. You're like, oh, he's cold. He's got to be cold.
We might have to censor that, Danny. It's a bit too much for the screen. No, he looks freaking awesome. Looks like he's got a wonderful range of articulation. He's got those huge butterfly joints, and it's my understanding that these guys, the way they're doing, oh wow, oh that is so cool, Danny. That's awesome.
Yeah, I like that.
Is that soft goods? Do you think? What do you think?
I don't know.
I think it's soft goods, or if it's not, it's like a malleable plastic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it could be that, right?
That looks really cool.
Look
I love
at
the
the
little
description.
tassels in the front.
Yeah,
and I love the way the hood just like goes all the way over. Because, like I said, the hood figure, it was terrible because you tried to stand him, and the hood would literally come all the way up.
no.
You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but I love that. I don't think it's soft goods though. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's hard to tell. These ones unfortunately are lower resolution photos. But yeah, man, this guy's sick. I think these are digital renders too. I think that's the problem. Yeah, man. Because with everything that you see here, a whole bunch of swappable hands, the fists, the gripping hands, that the figure himself.
Yeah, I don't think that's a soft goods. I don't think
so too. I think that's plastic. But it looks awesome. It looks freaking awesome. Pre-order these right now on TitanToys.com. $52 USD, and we do have seasonal payments. So this guy's freaking sick. I'm loving this guy. That's freaking awesome.